Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle, really looking at what is the purpose of this connection and what is the best way for you to move forward in order to align with your higher self and ultimately create the relationships that you desire. As always, we've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages, which we'll jump into in just a second, but I do have a different tarot deck for each side of this connection that we'll be diving into, as well as the advice deck that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, these energies can absolutely be swapped. So if you resonate more with the energy to my right than to my left, just know that's totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is for you to take what helps your personal situation and leave what doesn't. All right, Cancer, on your side of this connection, you have Knight of Cups in reverse and accept for all it is worth. This connection is, to say the least, very triggering for you. I feel like it triggers fears, doubts, insecurities, certain aspects of your shadow self that are needing to be brought to the surface and healed. Now, at the same time, I feel like you're very accepting of this person. Maybe you have empathy for who they are or where they're at, and it's almost like you're very forgiving, I feel like, or at least we're very forgiving for a long time. Take this as it resonates. Again, this could either be talking about a connection you're dealing with now or a connection that was in the past that is still affecting your current energy, or this just isn't your reading. On this person's side of the connection, they have lessons are being taught with the Seven of Wands. I see this in a couple of different ways. I feel like this person is very stubborn, and I feel like this connection has a tendency or has the tendency to teach them a lot, the potential to teach them a lot, but I'm not sure if they're actually opening up to learning from this yet. We'll see when we dive into tarot. I also feel like there's a mirror here, and yes, this connection is a lesson for them. I also feel like this is a lesson for you when it comes to boundaries with the Seven of Wands, but I also feel like I don't know, I feel like this is kind of applicable to both sides of this connection. I know it's this person's energy, but I feel like it's applicable to both sides. And then in between this connection, you have changes will be made with the Nine of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is in order for you to get what it is that you desire in this connection or in love, in your relationships in general, changes will need to be made in order to get there. But I also feel like this connection is triggering you into making those changes, and potentially this person as well. I just feel like like I said, it kind of depends on how open this person is to actually learning and growing and healing, as opposed to just kind of like shutting down and running away from themselves and their problems. So we will see. Let's start, Cancer, by looking at your side of this connection. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse with accept for all it is worth. This is Cancer's side of this connection. Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Cancer side of this connection, one more. This is for Cancer side of this connection, please. I feel like you learned some information about this person, either through, I don't know, like their behavior and just like what you've learned over time with this person, or through another source, but you've learned certain information about this person that makes you not so hopeful that this person is going to be able to give you with the Justice in reverse what it is that you deserve. And I feel like that has kind of kept you stuck in this kind of like triggered state almost when it comes to this connection, because I feel like maybe you've invested in this for a long time, or you've put a lot into this or something, and it just feels like this Justice card, like this justice continues to not be in your favor, not getting what it is that you deserve out of this connection, even if this connection has ended. Like, again, this could be a past connection or someone you're currently dealing with. This is Cancer side of this connection. Cancer side of this connection. Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. So their choices, decisions in this connection, and yes, this is referring to theirs, has caused you kind of have your defenses up in this connection, which is what makes me think that the information that was revealed like came directly from them. Like they were the source, whether it's something they spoke to you or whether it was something that you picked up on based on their actions. Either way, things aren't progressing in this connection. They're not moving forward. They're kind of at a stagnant state. And you're in this place of feeling like you have to like protect yourself from this person in some way. Like just a very defensive energy. And I feel like it's because of their choices, the decisions and the choices that they're making have you kind of in this mode of protecting yourself. Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. So their choices are affecting your choices in this connection. Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups in reverse. You being the Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female. Oh, okay, hang on. I want a little bit more on this, but I think I know what it's saying. Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like you are and have been like very reactive to the things that they're doing. Tower in reverse of the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You definitely don't have to be. Because I also feel like what this is talking about is you've been very reactive because whatever their decisions that they're making is very much triggering you. And then your response is coming from that triggered place, which then I feel like is triggering them. So it feels like there's this back and forth of just triggering each other. And I feel like both of these people have a tendency to really like maybe if you have an argument, it can go from like 0 to 100 really fast because of how these energies are interacting. Now, I feel like you kind of have to watch what this person says. Like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like maybe they have a way with words or something, or they know exactly what to say to you to trigger you or even to get you on their side. Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's kind of this something to do with that. But these energies are very reactive to each other, for sure. Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. One more. This is Cancer side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. The Ten of Wands with the Strength in reverse. So this connection, because of this dynamic here, it's become very heavy for you. It's very difficult for you to handle this connection, I feel like in like a confident manner, because I feel like this connection, it takes away from your sense of confidence. It makes you feel weak in a way. Not that you are weak, and maybe you don't actually think you're weak, but it feels like it's like with this person, you're not able to be as strong or as maybe vocal about how you feel. Like it feels like when you're around them, maybe they make you nervous, or maybe it's hard because of the way that they speak to you for you to continue to be like as strong as you are in other connections. Like, I don't know, something about how it's affected you specifically over time too. It's taken away most kind of from your sense of self-worth in a way. Like I don't want to be that extreme about it, but I do feel like it's become very heavy. And maybe in the beginning, this person was able to kind of disclose, or not disclose, hide um, aspects of themselves that weren't so great. And then obviously we can't hide parts of ourselves forever from the people that we're in connections with. Eventually those things came out, which is what the Seven of Swords in reverse is. It's like you've seen their true colors. You've seen who they really are. You've seen parts of them that kind of take away from the good that they originally presented themselves as. But I also feel like, I don't know, you're very accepting and very forgiving of them too. Cancer side of this connection. Cancer side of this connection to the person they're dealing with. Cancer side of this connection. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. King of Cups in reverse and Emperor in reverse. Ooh, I don't like this person's energy toward you. Kind of controlling and almost like emotionally maybe manipulative, or again, it's like you have to watch what they say because I feel like they might tell you what you want to hear, or I don't know. There's something about needing to watch this person's words, not taking them at face value. Now, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you kind of have an opportunity here. This connection is, in a way, providing you with an opportunity to work through fears, doubts, and insecurities that are being triggered. And maybe they are being triggered through this connection on purpose, in a way. Almost like this connection is triggering you into seeing your own worth, because I feel like you're very accepting and forgiving of this person. I don't feel like you're as accepting and forgiving of yourself. But yeah, okay. Don't like this person's energy towards you though. This is not kind energy or loving energy. Cancer's energy toward this person. Cancer's energy toward this person, please. Cancer's energy toward this person, please. Cancer's side of this connection. Page of Swords, Lovers. Ace of Swords in reverse. So you see them as some sort of like soulmate connection. You definitely see this connection through some rose-colored glasses here because of the Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like you're super clear on the purpose of the connection. I feel like there is a strong, like, physical connection to this person. Like, you definitely are very drawn to this person in a lot of ways and for a lot of reasons, but I feel like you're not clear on the purpose of this connection. There's something more here than you're seeing. Okay, let's see. This person's energy toward Cancer. Lessons are being taught with the Seven of Wands. This person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. This person's energy toward Cancer. Feel specific. They have a pretty rough past, a pretty unstable past, especially when it comes to love and connections. Which I feel they have this need to protect themselves from getting hurt. But I feel like what that does, the way that they protect themselves, I don't think they go about it in the right way. I think that they try to maintain control in some way. Maybe through their words or their actions or something, because of this past that they've experienced. Because with the Hierophant in reverse, they haven't learned what they need to from their past. So their past baggage is still very much controlling them in this connection specifically, but also, so that's what I was saying. They have lessons to learn when it comes to these connections, but I don't know if they're really learning what it is they need to, or if they're just kind of carrying their baggage from one connection to the next. It kind of feels like what they're doing. This person's energy toward Cancer. Well, I need to redo that. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. This person's energy toward Cancer. They have no friggin' clue what they want. You could be dealing with fire sign. They don't know what they want here. And I feel like it's not that, like, I feel like they have commitment issues is what I'm feeling like. Which keeps them from, like, taking appropriate action in connections. Which of course is triggering to you because I feel like they're like they can't make up their mind. So then that's what I mean is it's like I feel like they kind of have a tendency to treat you a bit like an option or certainly not like a priority. And then you react to that in some way, which then causes them to react. And it's just this like there's a lot of intensity here, which is going to cause for a lot of intense triggering. This person's energy toward Cancer. See, but they don't want to lose this. They don't want to lose this connection. But at the same time, they're not doing any work on themselves or on the connection in order to make it work. Like, it's like they're not even putting in anything here. Because it's easier for them. That's their comfort zone. And they have this past, right? And they have all of these reasons. And I feel like that might be why you're empathetic, because you're like, well, they've been through this and they've had these relationships and this is really difficult for them. And they're going through this. But like, I don't know. I just feel like there's this need to make sure that you are still giving that same energy to yourself. And yes, this person needs love and they need understanding and they need empathy, but also so do you. And just make sure that that's being taken into consideration as well. Any connection can work as long as both people are willing to do the work to make it work. And not just on the connection, but on themselves as well. This person's energy toward Cancer. As long as both people have the desire to make it work and are willing to put in the work, then any connection can make it, can be sustainable. This person's energy toward Cancer. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. Wow. These cards are not wanting to come out. So this connection, it pushes them out of their comfort zone because it triggers them too. This is not a one-sided thing, but the difference I feel like is maybe you're trying to learn from those triggers and you're trying to understand them and heal from them. But I feel like what they're doing is running from them. And again, with the Three of Wands, like I've seen this a few times on their side, it's just they're kind of taking the easy route when it comes to this connection. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with you. It has to do with the fact that this person doesn't have the emotional awareness or availability to commit to this in the way that you ultimately deserve and are looking for. And sometimes we can't, we have to learn not to take it personally when someone is unable to give us what we deserve. Now, that doesn't mean we have to accept their behavior. That doesn't mean we have to choose to allow that behavior into our life. But it can make it a lot easier to see that, well, it doesn't have to do with us, because this person is definitely doing whatever they can to play it safe and love, specifically in their relationships. And I feel like that's because they've been hurt before. That's obvious. They've had a rough past. There's no doubt about that, just with the messages that are coming through. But I also feel like you have to remember that that's not really your burden or your problem. Now, having patience with someone while they do healing and are willing to work on themselves, that's one thing, right? But I feel like there's this need to see, like, well, is this person willing to do the work on themselves? Are they willing to heal? Or are they going to continue to allow their lack of healing to become your problem? This person's energy toward Cancer. Just feel like they have this very stubborn energy. The Hangman, Strength in reverse, and Sun in reverse. It's interesting because they have a lack of confidence in this connection too. And then their lack of confidence and the way that they handle that lack of confidence triggers your lack of confidence. which we already kind of talked about with the strength in reverse. Now, I feel like I've done a reading for Cancer. Maybe it was last month or earlier this month. I don't remember, but I remember the title of it was "This Person Is Your Mirror," and that is absolutely what I'm seeing in this connection. But we have to remember, when people are mirroring us, they're showing in us what we need to heal. And so if you're loving and accepting this person for all of their flaws, you have to ask yourself why you aren't giving that same energy to yourself, because I feel like there is a lack of that here. This person is kind of, sort of a lot, being ruled by ego, allowing their fear-based ego voice to get in the way. Now, that doesn't always present itself as the typical narcissist, ego-driven personality that, a lot of people jump to. I'm not saying it's not, but that can also look like someone, lacking confidence. It's just your ego is your fear-based mechanism. Now, it's there to help you survive and keep you alive. It's got its place, but when we let it control us, it will also push away good things too, because it will be afraid of good things as well. And so I feel like this person has a hard time like letting go and allowing love into their life, because they're pretty deep in survival mode. They're pretty deep in protecting themselves. I don't think that they're a bad person. I think that they're hurt. And as I always say, hurt people hurt people. So there is a lot that maybe you don't know about what's really going on with them behind the scenes. Now, again, that doesn't mean that you accept their behavior, right? But it can certainly help you heal when you realize that it doesn't have anything to do with you and it has everything to do with them. And no, that doesn't make it hurt any less, but it certainly can help look at the bigger picture. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. So they have lessons they're being taught with the Seven of Wands. It's like, is this the same? Oh, this isn't the Seven of Wands like this card has. But it's almost like here are the lessons, and then this is them protecting themselves from the lessons. The other Seven of Wands is like a guy holding a wand, and then, 6 wands coming at them. And like what I was going to say is it's almost like the lessons coming at them and then them like protecting themselves from actually having to learn the lessons here. And so that's definitely what I'm feeling when it comes to this person. All right, this person's energy toward Cancer. There's the King of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. This person's energy toward Cancer, please. One more. This person's energy toward Cancer. There's that control. The Emperor in reverse with the Judgment. Okay. It's the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is them trying to maintain control, right, in this connection. By running from it, by even maybe manipulation tactics, like not necessarily being very kind or good to you. And you got to take off those rose-colored glasses here, Cancer. There's a big need to do that. Now, it doesn't mean like run away from the connection and end it if that's not what you want to do. But what it does mean is look at this from a place of truth and be honest with yourself how this is really making you feel and how this is really affecting you. Because you do have a lot of empathy for this person. You're very accepting of their flaws and the way that they trigger you, but it just feels like you're putting yourself on the back burner for this connection. And there's a need to make sure that you're not allowing that to continue. I mean, which is why in the middle of this, you have changes will be made with the Nine of Cups. If you want to get what it is that you desire, your emotional wish fulfillment here, changes have to be made, which we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to pull 9 different messages here, and then I have an advice card to pull at the end. Again, this is focusing on the purpose of this connection and the best way to move forward in order to align with your higher self. Thank you so much, Cancer, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Cancer, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Cancer.